Okay, so this is the song We Shall See Jesus for the adults parts. This, the first line of the song is We shall see Jesus just as he is. And all will be signing that part because it's part of the chorus later. So the sign is we. So if you're right-handed, you point at your right shoulder and you come out and touch your left shoulder. We. Will is your right hand, your palm will be like against your cheek, and out it comes out, straight out. Will. C is a V hand, and your middle finger is going to touch under your eye and just come out. C. Jesus is middle fingers are going to touch your palms. Your right hand touches the palm of your left hand, and your left hand touches the palm of your right hand. So Jesus. Just is just the sign J. Just. As is two index fingers, palms down, and you're going to touch side by side and touch side by side. As. He, point up to heaven. Is an I at the chin, comes out, is. Is. So, we shall see Jesus just as he is. Alright, so the first verse is kids, hopefully, so it's not you. The second verse is the teens, hopefully, so it's not you. So the third verse, we're going to do for the adults. So the verse goes, once on a hillside, people were gathered. So once is one, sign one hand, and you're going to come up. Turn it up. Once. On your flat hand rests on your S hand of your left hand. On a heel, both flat hands are going to kind of shape a heel. Heel and then side. Heel, and then you're going to show the side of the heel. Heel, side. People, P hand, you're going to rotate them back, or you can do out, but back is easier. People, were, and it's time for finish. So 5 hands, palm facing you, out. Finish. Gather. So your fingers are going to be like people, and they're going to start apart, and then they'll come together, because they're going to gather. So the line goes, once on a hillside, people were gathered. Right? The second line is for Jesus had risen and soon would ascend. 4 is index finger, starts at temple, and then comes out. 4, Jesus had, which is finish, risen, which is the sign to rise. So you're going to have like a person who's in the ground and come up on 2 legs. It's like they can walk. So risen, and a C hand that comes to a close, and soon, the F hand, lay it flat, palm down, at your chin. So soon, would, which is will, ascend. So ascend, remember he's walking, so the person's on your palm up, and then ascend, because he's going to rise up into heaven. So that line goes, for Jesus had risen and soon would ascend. So the first 2 lines are, once on a hillside, people were gathered, for Jesus had risen and soon would ascend. The next line is then. So you're going to do an L with your left hand, and you're going to index finger touch the thumb, and then touch your index finger. Then as is while. So index fingers go down and out. Down and out. While. He pointed to heaven. Blessed. Remember the song for blessed? 2 A hands. Come down, palm down, and open up to flat hands. So then as he blessed them, he rose to the heavens. And so remember, heaven is 2 flat hands, and you're going to go one over each other and then split, showing heaven. So then as he blessed them, he rose to the heavens. Then you're going to just move up. So that first 3 lines are, once on a hillside, people were gathered, for Jesus had risen and soon would ascend. Then, as he blessed them, he rose to the heaven. The last line is gave. Remember, we talked about directional verbs. Close your hands. He gave them his, flat hand showing his, promise is S hand, left hand, and next finger right over your lips, and it comes down to flat hand, like paper, rock, scissors kind of idea. This is rock, this is paper. So promise to come is like, we're gonna do like him coming, to come back is a B up there, K here, back. So you don't have to do the B-A-C-K, it's just B-K, back. Again. So that third whole verse is once on a hillside, people were gathered, for Jesus had risen and soon would ascend. Then as he blessed them, he rose to the heavens and gave them his promise to come back again. And in the chorus, we all are going to do. And it goes, we shall see Jesus, just as, this time it's they saw, so it's see finish for saw him. We're going to point back up to there, to heaven. There is no greater promise than this. So it's have none. So none is no, that's the yes, no, not that sign. No one would be no, like none. No, greater is great, more great. So more is and shape, more. Great is the L, and you bend your fingers. You start little and you go big. Great. So it's there with have is none more great. Promise, again, promise. Then you're going to take your palms and you're going to bend them. And your right hand is just going to touch your fingertips. Then. Don't have to slap it, but just then. And then left hand palm up, index finger pointing down, this. Just like this thing, this. So the first 2 lines are, we shall see Jesus, just as they saw him or him. There is no greater promise than this. The last line is when he comes back, but it's going to be the happen when. So index fingers, palms up, twist the palms down. When he comes back. So comes back is going to be for return. In, your left hand C hand, your right hand closed, goes in. In. Power, you're going to show like a muscle, you're going to show like a big muscle. Power and glory. Glory, left hand palm up. I tend to do S and then come out and wiggle my fingers. But you can do flat hand. It's just S just seems easier. And you just do glory until the glory word stops. So glory. So the chorus all together. is we shall see Jesus just as they saw him. There is no greater promise than this. When he returns in power and glory, then the kids will do we shall see Jesus. Then the kids and teens will go, we shall see Jesus. Then all of us, including the adults, will go, just as he is. That's it. So hopefully that helps.